Anybody who has ever followed the show, the one thing that I cannot stand doing, and I can be a complete irreverent smart aleck most of the time, but one of the things that I cannot stand doing is when you have developing and or breaking news, I loathe speculation. I loathe speculation. And I have been in this slot on live on air, sadly, a number of times when horrific things have broken live. And we never speculate. I've never, and I won't ever be prevailed upon to do so either. Just give you the facts. I will correct anything that is false from proliferating throughout the news sphere. And that's about it. We don't speculate. Now, as I've said, the investigation is ongoing. Law enforcement said today that they are digging into this suspect's background. And he has been identified, and I'll tell you here, as a 21-year-old. And his name is Ahmed Alissa, and he's from Arvada, Colorado. Now, it's the only time I'm ever going to mention his full name. Now, there's two aspects of this story that I see being reacted to in a completely exploitative way. The first is the way that the media and the left was treating and assuming the ethnicity of this individual, this murderer, suspected murderer, but come on. I will use one verified journalist, and I went and I actually looked and I did take screenshots, but there were so many, it's you get the idea. I mean, I could have put 50, 100,000 tweets in the Substack newsletter, chapter and verse, and this one that's sent out was a free one, not for paid. It was for everyone, not just paid subscribers. CJ Whirlman, who is a journalist, had tweeted yesterday, as it was going on, before anybody really had been, all the family members had been identified. And that's one of the reasons why I think police waited as long as they did, obviously, to give any sort of news, because they were waiting to identify all the members of the family, as is appropriate. And so, CJ Whirlman tweeted, "The suspected gunman in Boulder, Colorado mass shooting is a white guy. 7 reported dead. Cue mental issues, bad day, parking dispute, or anything else other than what he most likely is, a white domestic terrorist." Now, I gave you the link in the newsletter, and I said, just search Boulder white guy on Twitter and see what comes up. I'm not going to put every tweet up there because I'll run past my word limit. But you could see the trend. And that's what everybody ran with. I'm like, gosh, it's a white supremacist. Everybody kept going back to that, the debunked phrase, well, he had a bad day, talking about the Atlanta murderer, when the police captain was actually citing the report wherein this murderer said that to the cops. And you had Brainiac Wunderkind, what's his name, over at Vox, who cut that part off of the video selectively and ran with it. And everybody in the world said this police captain said the guy had a bad day. He needs to be fired. They try to get this guy fired because of a crappy journalist. Because a crappy journalist has a fetish with an agenda more than a responsibility to tell the truth. That's sick. Now, so many people ran with us. Oh my gosh, it's a white domestic terrorism. Something like this. First off, when a tragedy happens, my first response, and maybe this is just me as a thinking person, but my first response isn't to go, so was he white or black? Or anything else? What was he? What was his religion?